Man. What's up, everybody? Just woke up from a long ass nap again, just like yesterday. Feeling a little groggy, but we're gonna do these dang pull-ups today. I'm gonna use the same technique that I used on Monday. I used on Monday for push-ups. I'm gonna set a timer to go off every minute. I'm gonna do, I think my number is gonna be 2 today. So I'm gonna do 2 pull-ups every minute. I'm gonna do that for about 50 minutes. And we're gonna get ourselves 100 pull-ups today. I think that's the way that I'll be able to do 100 pull-ups. I'm gonna bang in the volume and then just over time increase the numbers. And yeah. This first set though, I'm gonna do as many pull-ups as I can. So we'll see what's up with that. What up, Chris? What up, Wanderer? What's up, my vanillas? That's right. I woke up from my nap and I saw that you had posted your video on the Discord, and I started watching it, but I couldn't see what you were saying. So I was going to go to your channel, but then I ran out of time because I have to do my live. So I'll watch your video later. I want to be injured and wonder. I want to be injured and wonder what I should do. But yes, 100 pull-ups is a great idea. You want to be injured? Nah, I'm reading that wrong. You obviously don't. You don't want to be injured. All right, peeps, let's get this started, shall we? That was a joke. So funny. Much laugh. That's funny. I feel the heat radiating from outside. It's so hot. It's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit out here. All right. Let's get started, shall we? We'll go with 7. 7 is the number to start with. I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna start this timer. That makes sense. (90°F is 32°C. It's a hot summer all the way. Yeah, and it's not even summer, it's still flipping spring. My goodness. How's your day going so far, Chris? How's your arm? You still doing like leg stuff only? Nah. I need the air. Open up the window. No, I lifted a heavy sandbag yesterday. Nice. Sweet. Hell yeah. All right. I'll do another 2, and then we'll start the timer. There we go. Timer's on. We're at 9. How's your knee? My knee is doing a lot better. I'm still doing my therapeutic exercises. Seems to be working. I'm still not pushing it. I'm not trying to go too extreme, but I've started. I'm started. So Monday, I think I'm gonna do it like 3 days out of the week. But Monday, no, it wasn't Monday. It was yesterday. I did isometric holds. I ended up like doing isometric holds for like 45 minutes. So I did the wall squat, I did the horse stance, and I held a lunge each leg for some time. And yeah, I mean, I'm starting to feel like some strength is coming back. It's gonna be slow, but I'm cool with that. I'm not in any hurry. Yeah. But yeah, my knee's starting to feel better. Living. 2 at a time, baby. 2 at a time. That's what we're doing. 2 at a time. Whoo! That's good. You'll be doing pistols in no time. Yeah. It'll probably take me a little bit of time, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to start training legs again. I was looking at my legs, and it looks like my right one is a little bit smaller than my left. My right one is the one that had the knee injury, so it makes sense that my right one is a little bit smaller than my left. Anyways. Oh yeah. It's all that when doing deep squats, one of my booty cheeks is going lower than the other. Wonder why. Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's something similar that was happening to me, and I think probably still is happening to me. So, it might be a whole bunch of different reasons. Like here in America, we drive a lot. So, and you use like the same foot to hit the acceleration as you do to hit the brake. And so, like all of these constant things on this one leg, is probably going to make this leg a little bit stronger in that action. So I would just look at all the things that you're doing on one leg more so than you're doing on the other leg. And, in my eyes, like, that'd probably be a good idea to correct all that. Try and, if you, every time you go down to the floor, are you going in a perfectly even squatting position, or do you like shift your weight to one side or the other more so than the other? 19. We're doing 100 pull-ups today. That's the goal. What's best for building a wider back with chin-ups? Higher reps or more sets? Embrace the asymmetries. I say, instead of embracing the asymmetries, I say that you fix as much as you can your asymmetries. Anyway, steroids for sure. Nice, gonna walk like Quasimodo. Yeah, cute. Okay, what's best for building a wider back with chin-ups? Higher reps or more sets? I don't know, honestly. So I'm kind of going off of, there's this guy, his channel name is Do Hard Things 365. He has this whole plan for increasing the amount of reps that he does. And he's on the path to doing 10,500 push-ups in one set. So I want to be able to, hold on. See, I'm not so opposed to taking my time building my strength to doing something, because why rush? So his way of doing it is to build up to doing like 100 rep sets. He says, so if your max is like 40, then you pick a set or you pick a rep that's somewhere in the middle, maybe like, 10, maybe less than in the middle. But you set a timer for 1 minute, and every minute you do 10, you do 10, you do 10, and then the volume, the amount that you end up doing is way more than if you were doing like 40 rep sets. Honestly, I'm not even certain. So I'm just gonna try out, what I feel like is working, what might work. So this is kind of like my first time really doing like the 1 minute thing. But you do 10 each set every minute on the minute, and like you can do 10, right? You can do 10 when the buzzer hits. So like right now, like I can do 8 pull-ups in one set unbroken. And 2, I can do 2. That's something that I can easily do. But hold on. But I'll only be able to do like 30 or so pull-ups in that whole workout. I'm with you. When it comes to push up, I do down workout. So like 20-minute rest, 19-minute rest, 18-minute rest, gets the volume up. Yeah, that's basically the whole point of the whole thing. I don't know what builds a wider back. That's not really been my concern. I want the strength. I want to be able to do 24 pull-ups. I want to, at some point, pop some weight on my back and do a whole bunch of pull-ups with the weight on my back, and then eventually get to doing muscle ups and stuff like that. So that's my concern. I don't really care terribly how big my back looks, But like I said, like I've only ever been able to do like 30, 40. The most I've ever been able to do is 50 pull-ups in one workout. And that took me like a whole hour to do. But if I do 2 pull-ups every minute on the minute, I'll be able to do 100 pull-ups in 50 minutes. So it's like, it's faster and I get more. I get double the amount that I'm like already approaching how much I usually do. So, I think, and that's basically his whole thing is like the volume over time. That's going to make you, that's going to make you stronger. Because like he says, like, if you have like oh, thanks, man. You're still impressive, bro. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate you, dude. I follow you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you, man. But he was like saying, if you can only do 2 pull-ups every minute, and then you only have like 50 minutes or an hour to exercise or whatever, then that's like 100 pull-ups in your workout. And so like when you get to a point where you can't expand the time anymore and you feel comfortable doing the 2 pull-ups every time and you don't fail, then maybe next week you add 3 pull-ups and you make it 3 pull-ups. And then the next week you add 4 pull-ups. And then the next week you add 5 pull-ups. And you're slowly gaining strength. So, deep sea baby, I follow you. Nice. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you, man. I want the strength and purity of iron. I aspire to the resilience of a blessed sand. I don't know what any of that means, but okay. That's funny. See, 20 minutes in, I'm already past what I usually stop at. I usually stop at 30. And it's faster. It's like faster to do it this way. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like in like 6 months from now. You know, when you add one more, do you still stick to the 100 reps or the 50 sets? I think it's the time that stays the same. So like, let's say you only have 60 minutes to work out. Well, I already have the math for the 50 minutes. So let's say you only have 50 minutes to work out and you don't want to expand the time that you're working out, right? Well, I guess it depends, because he was saying that you expand the time until you get to that point where you're like, I can't expand the time anymore. I'm doing this for an hour and a half. I can't do more than that because my daily life won't allow it, right? You probably have 37. So like, the point is to set a timer for 1 minute, or set a timer to go off every minute, and on that minute you do a set. And you do a set that's easy enough that you know you'll be able to achieve it. And I guess you can expand the time. The way that he was saying was you expand the time until you get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm here for 3 hours. I can't do this. I can't go any longer than 3 hours because my daily life won't allow it. And also the amount of reps that I'm doing, I can easily get to 3 hours. So then what he would do is he would go back and then, all right, now I'm going to start adding a rep because it's starting to get easier, you know? But yeah, so I'm starting to sweat. $41. Boop. Sweet. 41. I've been doing 10 sets with a 2-minute rest on chin-ups. It's helping avoid tendinitis. Nice. Yeah, before I was doing this, I just started this week. But before I was doing this, I was trying to do like, you know, my max each set. And I at the beginning I started seeing progress, but my maximum amount of reps throughout the day, like 30 or 40, it was like staying the same. So I don't know, we're here at that moment, so let's see how far I can go, you know? As opposed to high reps. Yeah, mine too. Yeah. So, and I just had heard about the push-up guys thing, his plan, his way that he grew into being able to do like 6,000 push-ups or whatever it is. And I tried it for the first time on Monday, and I was able to get 500 push-ups on that day. And I was like, oh my God, this is the key, you know? And so now here I am. This is my first day doing it with pull-ups. And I'm already going further than I usually go. Woo! We're 3:45. 45. I suppose the one good thing to higher reps is eventually adding weight. I don't know. I really don't know. At this point, you know? I'm just going to be like, from now on, I'm going to be like, I've never tried it, so I don't know. You know? I have, you know, in the past, like the last couple of weeks, I've been adding like a backpack of like 10 pounds. But I usually do that towards the end of my reps. And I can only get like one or two with like 10 pounds added to my back. So, you know, I haven't been able to do it extensively enough to really give you an answer on that. $47. I want higher reps. Try greasing the groove. Want higher reps? Try greasing the groove. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's actually how I got higher reps when I was like in my 20s. Right now, my maximum is 8 pull-ups. Back then, I worked it all the way up to 12. And I used greasing the groove to get myself up to 12 pull-ups. But I want to be able to do it all in one workout session because I don't have the time in the day to do it all day, you know? I just don't have the time and day to do it all day, Chris. All right? Victory. Let's go. Woo. What's up, homie? Woo. I will say I get a lot more sweatier doing it this way. Not that sweat really means anything other than you're hot. But, you know, I don't know, there's just something about like getting sweaty during a workout that makes you mentally think that you're like really working hard. When really it just means like you're getting hot, because that's all sweat is. $51, we're halfway. 51. I work at a warehouse, so every hour I can do pull-ups on a rack. Nice. A couple of my buddies have kickboxing fights this weekend. Nice. Hell yeah, kickboxing fights? Ooh, I want to see that. I want to see that, Victory. That's awesome. Sweet. Where can I go to watch that? Is it going to be on YouTube at some point in time? I'd like to see that, bro. $53. We're at 53. We're 30 minutes in. About halfway. 2 pull-ups every minute. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside. $50. 55, stay alive. Hot damn. That's nice. That's real nice. $57. 57. Nice, Drew. Nice. $59. Bro. We're only 41 more pull-ups away. I got this. Yes, sir. You got this, bro. Hell yeah. Thanks for the vote of confidence. $61. How old are you, Wilbo? What is your age, my good sir? And where are you located on the earth? Where on earth are you located? You're 36? I'm 36. Bro, nice. Sweet. England, nice. What's up, UK? How you doing? Sweet. Nice. You're the first person that's my age on this channel, on my chat. Everyone else is either a little bit younger or older. All right, I definitely need a towel because my hands are getting wet and slippery. Towel, EA. Gotta make sure I have that grip so I don't slip and fall down the stairs. Hot damn. Not gonna lie, I was doing chin-ups today as well. Bro, we're like on the same wavelength, bro. I just finished workout before I come here. Nice, dude. Sweet. Nice. Well, it's nice to meet you, dude. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel. I'm here every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern American time. I don't know what time that is for you. I think it's like 9, isn't it? It's like 9 o'clock or something. Sounds it's 8:42, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 8:42. Okay. Nice. Sweet. So you like to work out later in the day. Nice. Yeah. I'm trying to start doing 2-a-days where I work out twice a day. But I'm going to slowly build up to that. "31 away. 31 away." That's what I did today. Worked out twice. I wasn't happy with my first lot of chin-ups. So what kind of things do? You do calisthenics, obviously. Do you do like upper body, lower body, all that sort of stuff? You have like a split? Do you do weights? Just people and cardio. Oh, push, pull, legs, and cardio. Nice. What kind of things do you do for cardio? Shit, man, I might have to go to doing one pull-up at a time. I used to be big into weights, but it's taking a toll on my joints. Burpees and kettlebell swings. Okay, nice. I do 10 reps of each with a minute rest and just keep going till I can't breathe. Yeah, that's fair. We've got 20 7 more to go. If I do one at a time, it's going to take me 27 minutes to do it. However, I don't know how many more of these 2s I can do. I might have to slow down and do one at a time. Uh. 25 left to go. Oh no, 75. 75. I could try one every 30 seconds. I guess I could. I mean, I gave myself about an hour and a half today for my workout. And so my plan was to do 2 every minute, going up to 100, making that 50 minutes. But that's only 50 minutes. So I still have some time, some wiggle room time to play with. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go to doing one at a time. It's not 766, 76, you son of a bitch. Woo! 24 more to go. That's 24 more minutes, oh my God. We'll do a couple of sets with 1, and then we'll see if I can go back up to 2 after a little bit. See if maybe it's just like a mental thing. This is more pull-ups than I've ever done before in one workout, so I'm already happy with what I've got. $77. Ooh. Your biceps are getting tight. Toy. Yeah, bro. Oh. Blood is pumping to my biceps. Are you married by chance? You got any kids? I'm just wondering. I'm married. I have 1 kid. We just had a kid about a year ago. He's about to be a year old. It's pretty awesome. Hey, I live in a car, bro. Nice. You live in a car? That is a very interesting take, being in England. You know, because like, I mean, I would imagine like living in a car, like in America, because America's so big, you could just drive all day, you know, everywhere, and you would always be in a new place. But in England, it's like, I mean, I've never been there, but when you look at it on a map, it looks relatively small. And that's one of the complaints of people who come here to America. It's like, man, your country's so big, you know? What do you think about ladder workout on pull-ups? What is the ladder workout? Is that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back down, like pyramids or whatever? Yes. I don't like paying rent. I like my money in my pocket. That's fair. I don't know. I've never done the ladder workout for pull-ups. I set a timer for 1 minute, and I do like My max is like 8 pull-ups, but right now I'm 79 pull-ups in, and I'm doing 1 pull-up at a time every minute. You just missed it. I worked all the way up to 70 doing 2 pull-ups at a time, but I don't have the strength to do 2 all the way up to 100, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to, this is gonna be my number for now. But I've never tried the ladder workout with pull-ups, so I wouldn't know. Why, have you tried it? What's good about it? What's bad about it? I'm genuinely curious. Tell me about the ladder workout. Is it something that you do often? '81. We're 19 pull-ups away. We're almost done with pull-ups, man. That's nice. It's good. I ain't never done 100 pull-ups before. I like the ladder because it builds the reps up, and when I do the 5, it's nice feeling because I know it just one after it. That's fair. That's cool. Stay strong, bro. You got this. All right, Wilbur. Take it easy. I don't know if that's you saying you're leaving or not, but if it is, adios. It's good to meet you, bro. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. That's cool. Israel. Yeah, bro, I'll have to try out the ladder pull-up thing at some time. Have to study good, but good luck and see you. All right, Ismael. Thanks for stopping by, man. Don't forget to like and sub. I'm here every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern time. But good luck on your studies, man. Have a good day. We're at 82. We got 18 more to go. We're doing 1 every minute. Was doing 2 every minute. That was the goal. But somewhere around 77 or something like that, I started doing 1 at a time. So, which is fine. That's my strength right now. '83. Boom. I'm getting you pumped up, bro. Oh. I wasn't sure. I just felt like just in case he's leaving, just in case you have to leave like right now, I'll say my goodbyes. Woo! Damn, so we're gonna do the pull-ups, and then afterwards I'm gonna use the same method, but on rows. Usually I do about 100 rows, and I do the same thing where I do the maximum amount of rows, but this time I think I'm gonna do like anywhere from 7 to 9 rows at a time, and see just how much I can get done with the time that's left. '84. Woo. 85. 84, 84, 84, 84. Dun, 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 dun. You got a workout plan? Like push, pull, legs or something? Yeah, I do 2 push days. Here, let me do this rep real quick. So back in August, I injured my knee, and I took like 3 or 4 months off of working out, like in total. Like I did like light stuff here and there. Wasn't really structured. And then I felt like I could work out, so I started working out my legs again. And then I re-injured my knee, and I didn't do the proper rehabilitation exercises. And so I took another like 3 or 4 months off. But by that time, when I re-injured my knee, I was like, fuck it, no. I'm just gonna completely switch my focus. I'm gonna be entirely upper body with my workouts. And I'm just gonna reintroduce leg workouts once my knee's repaired. So it's been about 7 months since I started working out my legs again. Hold on, 1 second. $85. So yeah, so injured my leg, focused only on upper body. And I started doing these lives every day, January 1st of this year. And so my goal is to just do lives every single day, no matter what, even if the workout that I'm doing is kind of boring for people to watch anyway, just so that I have the receipts of, hey, I did this on this day, you know, just so people can't say like I didn't work out, you know what I mean? But, and really to build volume for myself, you know. And 1 second. Whew. 86. And so within the last about 2 weeks, I was really getting tired of not being able to like bend my knee. And I decided to start doing rehabilitation exercises. And that was the fucking answer. So I started doing like gentle rehabilitation exercises. And so it's been about 2 weeks of doing that now. And my knee is feeling phenomenal. It's feeling much better. It still feels like there's something going on with it. So it's not 100%, but it's like 85% there. So my workout plan as of right now, and since I started doing the upper body thing, was I have 2 push days, upper body only, 2 pull days, upper body only. And I have 1 day that's a martial arts day where I like hit the bag or like I do shadow boxing for like an hour and a half or something. And then I have 1 activity day where I can do any sort of random activity just to keep it fun for myself. And then I have a 1 stretch or yoga day. So that's 7 days. And now that my knee is starting to feel better, and I'm already like much stronger than I was, 104 days ago? I'm starting to feel like I can do 2 a days. So also 2 weeks ago, not only did I start doing rehabilitation exercises, but I started doing my morning movement workouts, which is really just kind of like my morning coffee where I do like some yoga, some qigong exercises, a couple of isometric hold exercises. And now it's gotten to a point where I think I can do isometric hold exercises with my legs. So I think what I'm going to do is build up to doing my morning movements and my leg exercises, which that'll take like an hour and 30 minutes in the morning. And then from 3 to 4:30 or 5, that's when I'll do my other stuff. So I'm going to try and build up to doing 2 a days. And I'm going to do legs every single day. That's the goal, at least. I'm probably going to start with 2 to 3 times a week. I decided to do 2 there so I could. Whew. I used to do yoga when I kept putting my back out deadlifting. You're a beast. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I used to compete. I used to do Muay Thai, kickboxing, amateur level. And I used to do, basketball and stuff. And, I've hiked on the Appalachian Trail. Like I've hiked over, I think, 1,100 miles of it and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Lots of athletic things throughout my life. So it's not too difficult for me to step back into that mentality and those shoes of being like an athlete or whatever. But yeah, man, I want to be a beast. I mean, I just had this kid, like, he's 11 months old. Now he's about to be a year old. And he really like woke me up. He really like him coming into the world really woke me up and was like, hey, guess what? You can't be a lazy couch potato anymore. You want your kid to be an active kid with all the opportunities before him. Well, then you need to be the example. So yeah, he's like my reason for like working out all the time and staying in shape and stuff like that. Which is kind of why I asked you if you had kids. Just because, right, lead on by example, yeah. Yeah, just because I don't know, I thought like, I don't know, it's like once you have kids, like you start seeing, like, I want to surround myself with more parents. So I guess that's just like a natural thing. Like I wanted to see if you had kids, so. But not to say that you need to have kids for you to be my friend or anything like that, or something stupid like that. But no, I was curious. What's up, Mr. Abdullah? How you doing, bro? Greetings, my friend. I forgot all about making sure that this phone has a charge. Forgot all about it. Until now. '94. You tried jiu-jitsu? Yeah. So if you look back there, those flags back there, I used to be so into martial arts and stuff like that. And I still am, but it's more of like a hobby rather than like my whole life now. But back then it was like my whole life. When I was like 13, 10 to 13, something like that, my parents put me in Taekwondo. So that's why I have the South Korean flag, because that's where Taekwondo comes from. And then when I turned 19, I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai at the same time. And I did that. I used to do 10th Planet. Dude, we have a 10th Planet down the road from the instructor that I most recently had there. I love Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is fun as fuck. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is the shit, man. I love it. It's cool, It's just not my ultimate style. I like striking, and I really like the grace and elegance and the brutality that comes with Muay Thai. So that's like my favorite. like a physical game of chess. It is literally a physical game of chess without the massive fear of getting like your head kicked in or your bones broken from like, you know, getting a strike to your head or something like that, you know, without the fear of like, you know, becoming like a stupid dummy because you got punched in the head too many times because of sparring, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I just like the brutality of Muay Thai, to be honest. We are almost there. We're at 96, bro. Yeah, which is interesting because, well, I guess, I don't know. The last few times that I got injured, it was literally at jiu-jitsu. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I tried boxing, but every time got punched in the face, I get mad, and rugby tackled him, so I gave up. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, if you go into a gym and you see people's heads whipping back when they spar, like that's not, you're not supposed to do that. Like only at like super duper high levels do like elite athletes who do boxing like regularly, and also they only do that when a fight is coming up. Like you don't up the intensity when you're just learning how to do boxing. And it's interesting too because if you don't have a coach that's good enough to like rein in the newbies, because that's what happens, you're a newbie, you go into it, and then you just start going as hard as you possibly can. And if you don't have a coach that's good enough to rein in the newbies, then that's not a good gym to go to. I mean, unless of course like it's just that one coach who's new to coaching. But I don't know, you know. Woo. 98. Haha, I see. Yeah. So like if you wanted to give it another try, honestly, I'd recommend finding a friend who's like, you know, who's into that sort of thing, and who knows that about gyms, who knows that about coaching, who's been in it long enough to be like, yeah, you're not supposed to be whipping your training partner's head back, you know? You're gonna cause brain damage before they even get started, basically, you know? I just stand there and eat the punches. My problem was I couldn't see any punches coming at me. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe it was like the way that you were standing or something. I mean, if you're relatively new to it, I wouldn't presume that you would be able to see punches coming or anything like that. Did they teach you how long did you train for? Was it like a couple days? Was it like a couple weeks? Was it like a few months? You know? Did they train you to look at the chest and not like their hands and not like their face and not like their eyes? Did they train you to look at their chest? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to look at their chest because you can see their entire body, you know, moving from looking at the chest. We did it. 100 fucking pull-ups. Bro. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Brother, my Muay Thai journey going quite good, but the stamina is killing the progress. How's your stamina killing your progress? What do you mean? Like, is your stamina not good or something? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you're supposed to, so you have 4 points of contact. 1, 2, that's the 2 shoulder joints. 3, 4, that's the 2 points at which your hips come together here. And it creates this little box. And basically you stare at their chest because you're not supposed to stare at their eyes because their eyes can look at you in the face and then kick you down below. Their eyes can look at their feet and they can punch up high, you know? So the eyes can be deceptive. The eyes can be used as tools to deceive you. So you don't look at the eyes. You don't look at the tip of their, you don't look at their fists, because this is moving so fast in comparison to the body. The body is like barely moving, like compared to like, you know, my fist, my chest is barely moving. So you look at the chest and you see what they're doing with their body when they move, you know. I can't practice for long. Mr. Abdullah, have you started running? Do you run? That's where you get the endurance benefit. It is a mental game of making sure you have stamina. You can train your biology, your body, to like be more efficient to a certain degree, but it's also you wanting to experience what it's like to keep yourself going and feeling what people usually classify as pain and define as pain, but just instead of defining it as pain, here's a key thing. When I start feeling tired, usually what happens is I feel the wave of tiredness, I feel the heat in my body, I feel my chest like exploding, my heart exploding out of my chest. And then I have to remind myself, you know, that this is an experience and I can define the experience however I want. I don't have to define the heart exploding out of the chest. That sounds so dramatic. I redefine it in that moment as my heart is getting stronger. Or like my muscles burning and that feeling of blood flowing throughout your muscles really fast, and it's really just heat. Instead of defining it as like my body's on fire, you know, define it as like hot-blooded youth, you know? Those are just like things that I do. I get it. I just used to look at the gloves. Yeah, don't look at the gloves. You look at the chest. All right, we're going to move on to rows now. I'm going to switch this over here so you can just kind of see the rows happening. Move this over here as well so you can see me when I'm done. How's your biceps feeling after 100? I mean, they don't feel terrible. They're definitely like, I'm definitely sweating. But again, like I said, that's just heat. Your body trying to cool itself down. They feel all right. They don't feel like, you know, like I can't do more, you know, so yeah, so we're going to keep going. I'm going to start doing rows. I think I'm going to go either to like anywhere from 6 to 9 reps. And I don't know. Usually I do like 100, so I'll just say I'm going to do 200. Like, let's just double it up and see how long that takes me. Hey, Mr. Abdullah. You still here? Mr. Abdullah? Got that pump. How many reps you do in a set? So right now I'm gonna go for like anywhere from like 6 to 9 reps in these sets. And I don't know, I'm gonna go for like 200 total. So we'll see how long we go for. and see how I feel afterwards. Yo, Mr. Abdullah, are you still there? I got a Muay Thai question for you. And also, noise. Noise. Nice. Hey, I'm glad that you're here. Can you fill my water with like some ice and some cold water? And you only have to fill it up like halfway. I don't need it to be super hot, super heavy. Sweet, thanks, babe. What's up, Mob? How you doing, homie? I'm gonna leave it by the door, so you don't have to come like all the way over here if you don't want to. Thank you. There we go. Now you can see the timer. Looks all good. All right, cool. So we're gonna get started here in a second. Oh no. Sweet. That was 9. I think I'm gonna move this thing down here so I could just be seated the whole time. Got my towel, got my notebook for notes. I'm gonna head off now. All right, Wilbo, take it easy. Adios. Thanks for hanging out, bro. You don't take it to failure. So, not right now. Let me, I'll explain after this set. Woo. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna have to bring it down to 6 instead. So for the last couple of months, I have been taking it close to failure. And at first I was seeing progress because I wasn't really working out beforehand. And like I got that general boost of strength and I started getting like a plateau. But then I ran into this one guy, Do Hard Things 365, who's going for the world record in push-ups, which is 10,500 push-ups in one set. I might have to go down even more. And he built up, he's at 4,000 push-ups in one set now. 18, 19, 20, 24, or 24. And the map for which he created, or well, he's utilizing, because he's not the creator, right? He's not the first one to ever do this. It's basically just like slow incremental pushes over time instead of like trying to do like, you know, to failure every single workout. Don't go to failure every single workout and just kind of work out a little bit every single day, you know, be 1% better every single day. That's kind of like his whole thing. So I'm switching to that for a little bit. I'm testing it out and seeing how it works. So I got a timer here that goes off every minute. And on the minute, I do, you know, a set of 6 or something, you know. So today was the first day that I did it that way. And I was only ever able to get to about 5 pull-ups or 50 pull-ups in my whole workout. And it took me like an hour and 30 minutes to get to that point. But now, after just like, thank you, after just like one day of doing it this way, I was able to do 100 pull-ups today. I did 2 pull-ups every set, every minute, instead of like, you know, trying to do like 5 or 6 pull-ups, you know, which my max right now is like 8. So yeah, I'm just kind of tired of doing it like max reps till failure every single rep, every single set, and only getting to like 30 or 40 pull-ups throughout the day. You know, I go to the gym in and out 30 minutes. I do like 3 exercises and 2 hard sets, 6 to 8 rep range. Nice. 4 days a week. Nice. Well, that's cool. I mean, as long as what you're doing matches like your goals and your wants, your needs, you're attaining the things that you want to attain, then, you know, that's awesome. Hell yeah. I very much used to do it that way. But that way doesn't suit my new goals, you know? Yeah, it's not going to transform my body the way I want to be transformed. So I'm just kind of doing what I can do, doing what I do to kind of, you know, match what I want for myself, you know what I mean? But I'm not knocking it, you know, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Everybody has different goals, everybody has different ambitions, everybody's got different things to achieve. I totally skipped that minute. That's fine. 36. Mincer method. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I know Mike Mincer, but I don't know his methodology. So I can't say like, yeah, for sure, that's definitely it. I feel like this has been around for like, there's so many different people that are doing fitness stuff all throughout the ages. I can almost guarantee that all of these different methods are just recycled, you know? My God, I love cold water. Cold water is the shit. What exactly is the Mincer method? Is that just like slow incremental? $36, $42. Yes, sir. Woo. 48. I'm going to 200. That is the goal. Yo, smash that like and subscribe button. It's basically just doing like 2 hard sets in total per exercise with decent rest gaps between muscle groups. Oh, okay. So I do like basically 6 sets per day. Nice. I've actually wondered about that. You know, I feel like but those are hard sets to failure. Yeah. So I have all these different methodologies that I have written down in a book, and that way is one of those methodologies. And I'm just going down the list, and right now I'm on this. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what that does when I get to that. That's awesome, dude. Probably because I'm just too busy at work and hard to spend more time at gym. So that works for me. Hell yeah, dude. So I do have a question. 4854. 4854. Okay, cool. I do have a question. You do 2 workouts? Or yeah, you said you do 2 workouts, right? Let me just double check. 2 hard sets with decent rest between muscle groups, just okay. I do like 3 exercises and do 2 hard sets. Okay, so that's 3 exercises and 2 hard sets. So that's 6 sets, right? Like you said. So 1, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 rest periods. How long are your rest periods? And I guess my question is, how much time are you? And I'm not trying to sway you from it. I'm just asking because for me, I've dabbled with doing it till failure, but I found that it took more time for me because, well, I'm such a big guy. I think I need a lot of rest in between to be like 100% for that next set. You know what I mean? So it just took a lot of time for me. So like this way, I don't necessarily have to go all the way till failure. It's not as much of a shock for my nervous system. And so I can do another set, another relatively easy set, like a minute later. You know what I mean? So for me, it took way more time. So I'm wondering, you know, I do push, pull, leg split. I do 3 exercises and 2 sets per exercise, 3-minute rest in between each set. So do you like time the rest? Or do you just like, and is that enough time for you to do like another set till failure? Because I'm pretty sure, I think Mike Mincer, was it Mike Mincer or one of the people, is Mike Mincer that guy with the glasses and the black hair? I don't know, but that guy said something about like, you don't time your rests. You just rest as long as you need to until you're 100% certain you can go to failure and as hard as you possibly can for the next set. Yeah, I time everything. Okay. Well, I mean, shit, man, as long as it works for you, bro. You know, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, 3 minutes, I think, would not be enough time for me. So that's why I ask, because it was never enough time for me. Yeah, and his interview is always over a crappy phone. Right? Yeah, that's funny. 50, 60. We're at 60. Yeah, that's funny. Because it's true. I'm gonna do this for another 15 minutes all the way up to 45. So what is that? 15 times 6. If I can get 6 per, what is that? 15 for man. 60, 90, 105. So I'll be able to do 105 more. if I can do 6 all the way through. 105. That'll put me at 165 when I'm done. Boom. Woo, baby. Cold water, cold water, cold water, cold water. Oh my God. 70, 81. Boom. Man, I love chugging cold water. It's like jumping in a cold river, but for your insides. You know, instead of getting like that shock all throughout your whole body, it's just like a nice soothing, like I'm swimming, but inside of my body, specifically the esophagus. Woo! 87. Six, all right, 7, what is that, 393. All right, I think we're gonna go down to 5s instead of 6s, just because, yeah, starting to feel like I can't get that last rep there. Eight. Only got 10 minutes left. 603. Oh, whoops. One. Oh, come on. Really? Let's do 115. No, I did 5. 113. What's up, Eduardo? How you doing, Eduardo? What's up, bro? Hope your day's going well. Hope all good things for you. How is it down in Brazil, man? What are you doing today? One, 23? Yeah. How's it going in Brazil? What are you doing today? We got 4 minutes left. 4 more sets. Four minutes left. 4 more sets. 4 minutes left. 4 more sets. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. One 33. Is there 133? Almost done. 3 more sets. 3 more sets. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Sweet. One 38. 138. 2 more sets. 2 more sets. 2 more sets. 2 more sets. Almost done. Yeah. Sweet. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Laying on the job. Laying on the job. Laying on the job. Laying on the job. Sweet. 143. Boom. I may as well go till 150. 1 more set. I'm gonna go for 7 on the last set instead of 5. Hit 150. 100 pull-ups a day, 150 rows. And I'm sweaty as hell. We did it. 150. Boom. And we're done. Just like that. That wasn't tremendously difficult. It was just moderately difficult. Nice. Sweet. Well, if you joined me, thanks for joining me. I am done for the day. I'm just gonna leave that there. You know what? Never mind. We're not gonna leave that there. I want to put indents into my bag. My nice, fresh, new bag. Hey, thank you all for joining me today. It's a good day. It was a good day for me. I felt like it was pretty decent. But yeah, good working out. I am now done. So I'm getting out of here. You all have a good one. Adios.